Hey, it's Luke Miller here from potentialforchange.com. Big massive thank you for coming along to watch this video. I'm here with my wonderful and beautiful girlfriend Bhavinie Purohit. And yes, we are just here to shoot a quick video update about some of the stuff that we're doing and some of the conclusions and realizations that we have been coming to of late. We just done the most beautiful archangel meditation, and we're just opening up to whatever message wants to flow through right in this moment.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
So we recently, it feels like we've been together for a long time, but we actually worked out we've only been together for 2 months, but we've stepped into this into this position of what we call divine union, and I'm getting a feeling that that's something that I would like to speak about for now, because I see divine union as having multiple levels. In one sense, we can talk about divine union as in a union of two people coming together, but ultimately I feel like divine union is something to have a divine union in an external sense, meaning in a relationship. You have to find some level of divine union within yourself, and really that was what the process was for me, getting into this space, and actually for the first time in my life having what feels like a healthy relationship, which is one of continuous growth and healthy conflict, which has been able to just, it's been like accelerated growth through mirroring, anything that comes up for me in any specific moment. I'll just honestly express what's happening, no matter how uncomfortable it feels in that moment. And Bhavini's been able to hold space for me to be able to have them moments, no matter how uncomfortable they have been for her. And we do the same vice versa. I hold the space for her to be able to do that, and it's just resulted in this real accelerated growth. So,
My experience mirrors that. Funnily enough, there's really a pure acceleration when you surrender to what wants to come through and what's come through in our lives, not each other at the moment. With that, a complete acceleration of the work we're doing, the service that we're giving, the ceremonies we're holding together. Everything comes back to the growth within. So we've been gifted with this experience of divine union. It's opened me up personally immeasurably, so much. My heart has grown. I've let go and shed so many layers so quickly. And it's the willingness to do it, and the willingness to be vulnerable and have someone see you in your truth. Seeing yourself in your truth is one thing, and then opening yourself up and having someone else just there holding your space, saying it's okay to be this vulnerable. I'm going to be here and I'm going to hold this steady. You be you, and go deep into that space, and there is love waiting there when you really open up to it. Let go and let love come. That's what I found with this union.
it's interesting because we both asked for it as well. It's like I've been doing a lot of work. Like I went to India this year. In the past few years, I've done a lot of work with medicines, and I've had a few teachers and guides along the way and stuff. And it's like, well, I've been doing quite a lot of work, and I'd really like to share this with someone. Like I'd really like to be in a position to, like, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to be able to share this with someone now. I feel like, and it's almost like a request from the universe. It's like, come on, hook me up, and then that's really what happened. And it's been interesting because I feel like we are in this process of ascension at the moment. Like we're in this process of like leveling up our being, our way of being, and it's like we get to a specific stage with it, and then I feel like it's I'm trying to think of how to word this. So it's like, ultimately we're on an individual journey, but at the same time we work in community, you know, like, and no one person holds all the keys to the door of enlightenment, or whatever you want to call it, you know. So I'm starting to come to the realization that whatever we're here on earth to do, whatever we're here to do, we have to do it in collaboration, you know. And that's kind of how it works, because, to my understanding, because there's so much differences. There's so much difference in culture, there's so much difference in the way we see things and stuff. And it's like we can set a precedent if we can come together in unity despite our differences. I feel like there's something in that. And
Yeah, community, togetherness.
yeah,
We are stronger than ever before
Yeah.
if we do it together.
yeah,
And it's a part of it is also that befriending your ego and saying, oh yeah, this is my unique gift and my unique magic. And then with that person and that person and that person, wow, look at the light that we can hold.
Yeah.
Together, we are so much stronger together.
Yeah.
Community is a big part of it.
Yeah. That's what I found in this relationship specifically as well. Like, I've always had a calling to do like work with medicines and to do like healing work, and I've been doing it for some time, but since we've come together, we really I'm more I can be quite, I don't speak that much when I do like healing work and stuff. You know, I'm very like, I whistle, I sing, I drum, you know, I kind of like put my hands on and stuff, you know. Whereas Bhavinie's very good with her voice at like affirmation and vocalizing. And I don't want to speak entirely for her, but you know, it's like we have this yin and yang kind of thing where it's like I bring one dimension, she brings another dimension, and we come together, and it just works. It just really, really works, and it works by myself as well. Like if I work on my own, it still works, and if Bhavinie works on her own, it still works. But together, it's just like this magic, you know. And it's like it's really, really been a beautiful process of being able to hold like ceremonial space, you know, and actually take people by the hand and take them through a transcendental journey through many different forms, through medicine work, through sound healing, and through like card readings, all this kind of stuff. It's like really, yeah, it feels like the birthing of something very magical in such a short period of time. Yeah.
In such and it begs the question, what is time? At the moment it is speeding up so much, and it's about embracing the presence of every moment, the sacredness of the ceremony that is every moment. You know, there's so much power in being in the now and understanding who you are in this now. Who am I? Taking the time to go deep. And also knowing we're supported. You know, it's well and good going deep within. Having people around you to help process that, it's so powerful. And there's so many of us awaiting this community.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful. And the ceremony, I'd like to just second to that, how amazing it's been to hold space together, surrendering to my own masculine through surrendering to this union in masculinity, and help to hold people wherever they want to go for their highest good, in the highest love, in the space that we hold. Yeah, people are really able to go deep in, and so are we. The parallel process is there. You know, you take people deep, we also go deep.
Yeah.
We also go high together, and we ascend together.
Yeah, it's just been a magical process, right? It's like that time thing, you know. It's some things like I'm getting like the time is an illusion thing, because it feels like I've been with you forever, and then it also feels like we haven't been together that long. It's like, I don't know, it's like you know when you get into certain situation, you don't remember life without that situation being there, you know, and it's just like this accelerated process of just like boom, 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 go, 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 you know, and it's like, but it happens at different various phases and stages of life, you know, and this is the specific one we're in as of this moment, and it's really beautiful. So yeah, but I think we're going to wrap up with that, unless do you have anything you want to add?
No, maybe just we're sitting here surrounded by divine love and roses and rose quartz, so we're just giving you a whole lot of this unconditional feminine energy.
Yeah.
It's coming through a lot. So,
What's something that I'm just thinking, because you're good with this kind of stuff. Like, what's something that people who are watching can do to help connect, or just intuitively that's coming to you?
I feel like a big thing that's coming to me is the color pink, and this real deep magenta. Feel your whole aura, your whole body surrounded in a field of this color, and breathe it in. Every breath, breathe in what we call divine love. Breathe in safety. Breathe in this. Breathe in the knowing that you're held down by your feet, in every cell of your body, up through the crown of your head. You're held in this pillar of light. And that pink love energy, it really helps you connect to that as well. Because through this balance of love, we find that the ascension process is easier, the grounding process is easier. It starts with love and compassion. So again, may that colour
Rose
help
quartz.
you.
Rose quartz is great for this.
And look at this beautiful rose.
Yeah, there's something magical with rose at the moment, but I also wanted to add to that and just say, like magic happens when we truly surrender and we truly have faith, and we ask for help and we ask for guidance from the creator or whatever it is that you believe in. But then you have to surrender. That's the thing, because a lot of the time it's easy for the asking, I want this, I want this, I want this, or whatever, and it's like, but then, I mean, firstly, I would say whatever you're asking for has to be something that is in service. It's something that is like going to be beneficial for others. In some way. But then you have to surrender it. Then you have to go, okay, and then you have to follow the guidance. You have to follow the signs. If it's like leaving the job and taking the leap and just doing it, you just have to do it, because when you do it, magic happens. But it's one thing asking, it's another thing. It's another thing following through. But then the other component is having the faith. Even when it's it feels helpless. Like, whoa, I left my job. I'm in the jungle. I'm I'm in a little hut. There's all tarantulas around me.
And that could be an actual story, or generally you're feeling like you're in a jungle and you're surrounded by such unknown territory. And we've been on this journey just this morning, surrender and having faith in what seems like a jungle out here. You're not alone.
Thank you very much for coming along to watch this video. Sending you much love and blessings, and I hope whatever you're doing today, you have a beautiful, blessed, magical day, and I'll speak to you soon.